So we're rolling.
Okay.
You ready? Thank you for being with us today. We are going to go through a few questions for IELTS Speaking Part 1. So the rule is, well actually this is just a rule of thumb. A lot of people advise that in Part 1 your answer should not be too long. The most common advice is to limit your answer within 2 to 3 sentences. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions. This is a real test that happened in January 2020. Are you ready?
Okay.
Alright, it's going to be fun. Do you often use numbers to do something?
I guess so. I use numbers when I'm cooking for measurements or if I'm doing math. Then of course I use numbers.
Are you good at memorizing numbers?
Memorizing phone numbers? I think I'm okay. Like if I need to know a phone number, it's pretty easy to remember.
What is your favorite number?
My favorite number is 7. Don't ask me why, because I don't really know. It's just a lucky number for me. Or 3. I like those two.
Are you good at numbers?
If you mean math, then no. I'm not good at numbers. But do I know numbers? Yes, I do.
Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
Would I like to? I mean, I wouldn't mind if I had one, but preferably not in terms of mathematics, but most jobs probably have numbers.
Okay, so those are the questions of an actual test that took place in January 2020. So what do you think about the questions?
It's interesting.
Like the first question, when somebody comes to you and asks you, do you often use numbers to do something? What do you think about that?
I mean, it's kind of an odd question to ask, I would say, but
it's kind of out of context.
It's out of context, but it gives a lot of room to talk about whatever. So, I mean, I just thought of the first thing that came to my mind, which is cooking, because we're in my kitchen, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out.
No, you don't. That's funny.
How...
Let the people know I'm funny.
How comfortable were you with those questions? Like, what were your thoughts? What came to mind when each question was asked?
I mean, in terms of comfort, I think I was fine. There was no discomfort in asking the questions because
answering, basically.
Oh, answering the questions. No, I just said whatever came to my mind, which I think is probably the best thing to do, not to think about it too much, since there's a time limit, right?
All right. Thank you. That's it for part 1. Các bạn thấy phần trả lời của Chris như thế nào? Từ xưa tới giờ chúng ta được chấm điểm bởi người bản địa, thì bây giờ chúng ta hoán đổi vị trí và chúng ta chấm điểm người bản địa. Các bạn có thể để comment ở bên dưới. Các bạn hãy sử dụng những gì mình biết về phần trả lời IELTS Speaking Part 1 mà chúng ta đã được học, và phân tích tại sao các bạn cho điểm Chris như vậy. Và tuần sau mình sẽ làm một cái video để phân tích phần trả lời của Chris và dựa vào những comment của các bạn để chấm điểm Chris. Thank you and have an amazing night.